Welcome back to State of Decay 2 and the Commune. We are going for our Trader Legacy here, but that's going to take a while. So let me switch over to Boots, give Guillermo a little bit of a break, and let's see what is in Boots' inventory. Our goal today is we're going to go down to the Bounty Broker and try to find out what new bounties have been released with the World War II pack, pick a few of those, and then continue on with our early game missions. So Boots, I managed to get him into the legacy pool with almost nothing on his person. So this is inconvenient. But yeah, and I don't even have any pistols. So that is also inconvenient. I do have an advanced suppressor at least. So we can stick that on our, what is this, a World War II Thompson? Yes, it is. We'll bring a few extra bullets, and that's kind of all we can do right now. So Boots is ill-equipped, but that's okay, because Boots is headed west. Boots is going to head all the way over here to the Bounty Broker, but along the way, he's going to stop. There's an outpost out here where we can get some military supplies. Of course, we have, because this is the Nightmare Zone, any convenient source of ammo has to be removed, and so this is not going to be here. But I'm pretty sure that the military outpost is likely to still have stuff. So we're going to hope that that's true. We'll stop at that military outpost on the way out of town, hopefully get ourselves some new guns, and then we're going to head over to the Bounty Broker to load up on bounties before we make any more progress on our early game missions. So one thing I was going to mention, so when this video comes out on YouTube, I think it's going to be the same day that I host the official State of Decay 2 stream. And so that stream is going to be interesting, I hope. We're going to be interviewing the folks who do our user research, people who write our surveys, and try to figure out how the audience is reacting to the decisions that we make, and try to predict how audiences are going to react to decisions that we make. And it's really useful to have that. Ooh, did I just get some C4? Nice. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. So that's going to be fun. But another comment that I'm planning on making is about the fact that we did not go into the PTR with Update 30 when we said we were going to. The last time I hosted the official State of Decay 2 stream, I said that the plan was for Forever Communities to go into the PTR in May. And you might notice that it is no longer May. It is June as of this recording. And it is at least June at the time you're watching this. And so that's a little bit of a problem. I've had a few people contact me on Twitter and elsewhere, also in YouTube comments, asking, hey, where's Update 30? I'm sitting here in the PTR without Update 30. Where did it go? I want my Forever Communities. I want to try this out. What did you do? And so basically what happened was this actually, the fact that this is coming in YouTube comments is kind of appropriate, because a little while back I got a YouTube comment from someone reporting that people were losing characters in their legacy pools. That there were actually, it turns out there were actually a couple of different sort of weaknesses in that system that made it possible for people to permanently lose characters in their pool. One way that it could happen was that you could, apparently there was a way that you could switch accounts somehow with the game running, and if you switched accounts with the game running and then it saved in a certain way, you would basically save with a brand new legacy pool over your old legacy pool, and you would wipe out your legacy pool. Now, it's pretty rare, I think, for people to sort of hop accounts mid-game, so that wasn't happening to everyone, but once we found out it was a thing, that is such a destructive event. Once we found out that was a thing, we absolutely had to stop and fix it. And the other thing that could happen was we added this feature very early on. Like, it was one of our earliest updates. We made a correction where if you started a brand new community, and in that community you had, oh yes, it's a sawed-off shotgun. I can carry it as a sidearm. Sweet. Anyway, if that brand new community contained legacy characters, we set it up so that if you then deleted that community, those legacy characters would be retained and they would be kept in the legacy pool. And we did that because there were a lot of players who were actually assuming it worked that way, they would start a new community with legacy characters, realize that they wanted to do something else, and then delete that community and lose those legacy characters. And because they had that expectation, we didn't anticipate that, and we didn't set it up to retain those legacy characters. And so once we found out that was happening, we realized, if players are going to make this assumption, then we should make it so that if you delete a community with legacy characters in it, you keep those legacy characters. And so that's what we did. We set it up that way in an update. And so the other thing we learned was that something had broken that. And so it was actually possible to start a community with legacy characters, delete that community, and lose those legacy characters forever. And because long-term players have been used to it working a certain way for a long time, that was very frustrating for them, understandably, that that they were losing characters that they expected to keep. So both of those bugs, we consider those to basically be emergencies. And so, we have a very small engineering team assigned to State of Decay 2, and those engineers dropped everything to solve those bugs. Which I think was absolutely the right move. We needed to solve those bugs. We issued a hotfix on those bugs, but that was disruptive, and it threw us off our schedule. And so, going through the whole process of fixing those bugs, preparing a new update, putting that update through all of the same, testing rigors that we go through in order to, put it out into the world, all of that stuff, it took a little while, and it delayed the point where we would actually be ready to release Update 30 in the PTR. So that's why it didn't come out on time. And that's actually one of the reasons why we often we hesitate to tell you when things are coming out. Like, a lot of people will be like, hey, when this stuff is planning to come out, why don't you just tell us? That's one of the reasons, is because we know how chaotic game development is and how you can always be blindsided by something and you never quite know how things are going to go. And so because of that, we always hesitate to tell you when we're going to do something, because we're just so aware of the fact that can be disrupted, and then you're left feeling like you were told something that turned out not to be true. And we don't like that. We don't like announcing something and then finding out later that we can't do the thing that we announced. And so that's the explanation. That's what happened. And so sorry about that. We are still planning on releasing Update 30 in the public test realm on Steam before it goes live for everyone, so you have a chance to give early feedback and get the ball rolling on us fixing anything that turns out to be a problem. But yeah, it's not going to happen as early as we thought. And so sorry about that. But it is still coming. It is still definitely on our slate. It'll probably just be later this month in June rather than being in May. So I've been totally ignoring the chat here. Hopefully I think I'm in a safe enough zone that maybe I can read and catch up and see what's going on. Okay, people are doing a lot of cross-chatter to each other, and I think it would take me a lot of time to read this, so if you want to make sure that I saw something that you said, say it again and tag me, and I'll read it. In the meantime, let's talk about bounties. So, historically, I have been completing each of these bounty packs as we go, and so the only one that has got open bounties in it is the newly released World War II pack. So, let's have a look at this and see what my options are. So somebody was saying that there is one that is about recruiting people. There we go. Recruit one survivor to get another Thompson. Like I need one more of those, but whatever. Let's do this because I probably am going to get an opportunity to recruit someone fairly soon. So since this is a brand new community. So let's grab that one definitely. And then bloaters with pistols. I'm not carrying a pistol right now, but my other guy's got a pistol. Crafting rounds or bolts. I'm not really prepped to do that. I could actually just go to the Salt of the Earth and just do that instantaneously if I want to, so that's not a huge thing. I don't want to face a Juggernaut right now. Let's deal with that later. Zombies with assault weapons. You know what? I've got an assault weapon right now. That one might be worth grabbing. Killing zombies in close combat. So that's something you can actually do at any time, because even if you are armed with a melee weapon, I think that it counts as a close combat kill if you do an execution on a zombie, which you can do at any time. Revolvers while crouched. Right, this one. The most annoying bounty. Okay, so for right now, I guess I'll grab these ones that I can do with the character I currently have. That seems fine. Look how tiny my stamina meter is. That thing is nuts. Okay. So I'm a little bit low on gas. I'm sure we could benefit from a lot of resources. Let's let's actually go climb up on something tall and have a look at what's actually out there. I'm also, I am getting low on gas, but I'm pretty sure, I think I can get to the water tower on this tank, and then I'll make sure to fill up again before I get on the road after we scout. But let's go out and survey and see what's in this neighborhood. See which sites are already exhausted, which sites actually have useful supplies in them, and stuff like that. Oh, I would like to drive over the train tracks. Thank you.
Clear for now. But in plague territory, more Zeds are always close.
All right, so yeah, we added so many dialogue lines with the Plague Territory update so the characters could talk about it and explain it. Okay, I made a noise because I thought I heard a zombie behind this door, but I guess I didn't. Take that, and that, and that, and that. Oh, dodge. And just like 2 dodges and a couple of swings basically took out all of my stamina. I really should have brought snacks with this guy. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking, I'm Jeffrey Card and I never take snacks anywhere. That's what I was thinking. Okay, so La Coalition is reminding me that I've got a character with Marathon, and I should try to keep him lightweight. Because if somebody's got Marathon, if they're in the lightweight category, they use literally no stamina when they're running. That's a good point. Next time I switch to Guillermo, I should try to see, how much I can strip down his equipment so that he's traveling light. That is very good advice. And actually, this guy, what can this guy do? Oh yeah, his cardio is limited by the fact that he's a lung cancer survivor, though. Oh, hey, I can make him a close combat specialist. You know what? It's going to be important to keep this guy's inventory pretty low, too. So maybe I should actually specialize him in close combat and take away his melee weapon. Because that's a thing I should definitely do in the Nightmare Zone. Anyway, so I didn't actually come here to scavenge that. I came here to climb up a water tower. So that's what we're going to do next. Ah, wait. Before I go up there, let's scavenge where we can scavenge. Oh, no! Try that again. Oh, yay, I got a sample. Who else is here? Anybody? Guess that was the only zombie I got from that. Cool. Wizard491 asks, what are the odds of getting the Blood Plague Survivor trait? That is the trait that is famous for making people essentially immune to Blood Plague. So there are... I don't actually know the specific odds, because the odds are going to be complicated. Let me open up... I'm going to open up my editor on the side here so I can double check. But there are about 1,250 traits in the game. And so when a character is being randomly rolled, they're typically choosing around 3 traits from that list of 1,250. So it's like a 3 in... It's not... I'm doing odds wrong, but it's like a 3 in 1,250 chance that you would get any particular trait by default on a particular character. But it's not even that, because I'm pretty sure... Okay, I'm going to search for this. Let me do a little Control F. Blood Plague Survivor. And see... Yeah, and I've also weighted that one really low. It's got a weight of 20 compared to the usual weight of 10, which means it's actually a fifth as likely to show up. So the odds are 3 in 1,250, except a fifth as likely as that. And so, what is that? 1,250 times 2 is 2,500, and then that doubled again is 5,000, and then that with another 1,250. So it's 6,250. It's 3 in 6,250. If you want to divide that up further, yeah, so it's like 3 in 6,250 to get that trait. So pretty low odds. And that's even leaving aside all of the other complexities of like getting one trait that invalidates another trait. There's a bunch of other rules. And so, yeah, you're going to have to... It's not really as simple as those odds, but that's the ballpark. It's probably about that order of magnitude. Something like that. So I'm here to survey as much as I can. I actually heard someone knocking at my door a second ago. So I'm just going to go away for just a second to find out what that was. It was just Milo. He just wanted me to play a video game with him, which, you know, I might do at some point, but certainly not right in the middle of my stream. Let's keep scouting while I glance down here and see what other people are saying. Sarah... Sarah00 wants to know if I'm going to play The Quarry when it comes out. So The Quarry is this upcoming game from, I think, the people who made the Dark Pictures anthology. And it's sort of like it's like a cinematic storytelling game where you make a bunch of choices, and there's horror stuff going on. So I'm particularly susceptible to horror and jump scares. I actually can find it unpleasant at times, and so I'm not sure if I'm likely to play The Quarry, just because it seems like, you know, its whole deal is about giving me anxiety. Either anxiety about jump scares or anxiety about making choices I regret and that I have to live with. Because sometimes the outcomes of those kinds of choices are unpredictable. Like in State of Decay 2, we truly, you know, because we've got permadeath and a bunch of, you know, terrible consequences for bad things happening in the game, we try to make everything follow predictable rules. You know, we try to set it up so that if you die, you know what you should have done to avoid that situation. And things, you know, feel very sort of consistent. The Dark Pictures anthology, you know, sometimes it's got choices that you make that have unpredictable outcomes, which, you know, fills me with anxiety because, you know, I can make the best choices that I can, the things that seem like the best choices to me, and they could turn out to actually be costly, terrible choices. But I can only find out through trial and error. And so that's a kind of anxiety that I just often, you know, want to spare myself if I can help it. Because one option is, of course, to play a game like that with a wiki out, and you know, with like game facts or something like that, telling me exactly what is and is not going to work. But that's not really my favorite way to play. But that's the way to allay that anxiety. So I'm not sure if I'm going to play The Quarry. It's also such a spoilerific thing. Even if I did play it, I probably wouldn't play it on the stream, just because, you know, people aren't necessarily going to want the audience for that game are not necessarily going to want to see you know, all of the sort of conclusions that come from the choices that you can make. So yeah, there you go. All right, so I discovered what was around here. I think I am still anxious about having enough fuel, so that might be worth going to. And actually, oh, there's an auto shop there. I did just use a fuel can, so going to a place where I could get another is probably a good idea. So let's head out this way. I can hear you, Feral. I know you're there. Is he still coming? Yep. This guy does not have gunslinging, so we got to be careful. And he wouldn't be able to use gunslinging very much anyway because his stamina is so low. All right. So Steve-O is criticizing me for giving the longest for giving long answers. I thought that's what you came here, why you're watching a long-form stream, is so I can give you really long answers to your questions. If that's not what you want, I mean, you can always ask your questions on Twitter. Then I'm forced to answer in 280 characters or less. Excuse me, sir. Would you like a knife in your face? Thanks. All right, let's head back home with all of our stuff. Because I don't think I can even... I can't really even claim an outpost out here, not one that has any value. And I didn't end up taking anything from the auto shop because I just don't have space. So we're going to go home, and we're going to remember this auto shop for later. And actually, once we get home, let's try to complete these early game missions and see what we can get out of those. Cogs, I appreciate that you were here for the long answers. La Coalición is here for the long questions. Yeah, Coalición says, I came to annoy you with weird stuff. I don't care about the long answers. Yeah. No, it's understandable, though. I mean, you know, Steve-O does, you know, probably appreciates getting short answers on here, because getting short answers on Twitter would be hard because he can't read. I'm kidding, Steve-O. I'm just kidding. There's a bloater I should not hit with my car. All right, so we're going to get home. We're going to maybe take, like, I just kind of nearly busted my machete, but this character just specialized in a way where maybe he doesn't even need a machete. So maybe we'll just put the machete in the supply locker and leave it there. So we'll drop this stuff off, we'll equip this character a little bit better, and then we will head out to try to complete our early game missions. So this goes, that goes, I'll hold on to that. This goes in the car. This goes, this goes, this goes, this goes, this goes. These are my backup bullets, gotta hold on to these. Yeah, I think we're good. I mean, yeah, I can't upgrade any of these things yet, so I guess we're just kind of stuck with what we got. So let's head out. Oh, so La Coalición is pointing out that now that I've got a character with close combat and no melee weapon, I might be able to kick a zombie on their butt. So I forgot what the... I remember you tried to get me to kick a zombie in the butt before, and it didn't go well. I forgot what the process was that we were trying to use. Come here, zombies. I definitely want only one zombie if I'm going to be trying weird stuff. So let's... It sure does get off me. Okay, there's more zombies here than I intended to fight. All right. Got a little nervous. I, of course, did not leave with snacks, because why would I get snacks? Why would I ever get snacks? All right, hey, everybody.
Staying safe out there?
Oh, right, I forgot. He needs 2 plague samples. I brought 1 plague sample. Though, have I found more than 1? I may not have. Oh, that's right. So what I need to do, of course, is do what he says, which is find the nearest plague heart, kill zombies around the plague heart, etc., etc. But you know what maybe I should do, actually? Maybe I should just go kill a plague heart. Maybe I should take my under-equipped character and go kill a plague heart. Where is... I'm going the wrong direction. Let's back up. Head over this way. Because we did just find some random C4. And so I think I might actually have a little bit of an advantage. I've got some C4. I've got a fair number of 9mm bullets. we might actually be able to make this work. Even though Boots is not usually the guy you'd take on that trip. I'm feeling good about this one. I'm really feeling good about it. So let's bring some bullets. Let's bring some fire. Let's bring the C4. I think this might actually work. Oh, actually, one thing I could do is install my CNC mill here just because I can. La Coalition is pointing out that our, like, what's it called again? Pentazamine? Something like that? We've got this, one of our consumables is kind of garbage. It, like, buffs your aim for 30 seconds, which really no one needs. Yeah, that was actually, honestly, like, kind of my reaction to it when we first proposed it. Was just like, okay, I mean, can we make this powerful enough that players will actually appreciate it? Looks like no. Looks like the answer is probably no to that question. Let's not drive through that guy. And actually, maybe I should... I've got a little bit of ammo. Let's see if I can bring some more ammo into the field here. Oh, right, this is 45, not 9 mil. Sorry. The other character was shooting 9 mil. This guy's shooting 45. Either way. Yes, we did get some 45, so that's useful. Let's wait for that cloud to clear. And then snacks. Thank you, Coalition. Coalition just filled up the chat window with snacks, 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 snacks. Let's actually bring some energy drink. I think I'm going to need something of that caliber. So yeah, Cogs is suggesting that maybe Coalition freaking out about snacks. Maybe he needs some pentazamine. All right, but we're going to head over to the... Wait, why? Oh, because I dropped and then picked up the plague samples again, it thinks I now have 2 plague samples. And it's telling me to take them back to Ezra. But that's not what's going on. I don't actually have 2 plague samples. And our whole quest system is garbage. Because we should absolutely be able to detect if the player has 2 plague samples in their inventory and if they have it in their base. But we cannot. All we can do is detect the event of picking one up. Which is, having picked one up is really different from having 2. I'm sorry, having picked one up 2 times is very different from having 2. Those are 2 very different things, but we can only detect picking one up 2 times. We can't depict having 2.
Better not screw around here if I want to avoid blood.
Okay, so I've got what I need. I can still complete the mission even if this goes badly. Wait, why am I not pointing my headlights at the house? That's crazy talk. Let's point headlights at the house so I can see the frickin' Plague Heart and its defenders. I mean, I often try to avoid pointing the headlights in the direction I'm going because it can be overlit and it can make the game look kind of weird, but this is life and death. We're not screwing around here. Oh, wait, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to, I guess, hit it with my knife for a little while until some zombies show up and make me stop. I'm trying to be efficient here. Okay, that's enough of that. I'm going to set that thing on fire while I'm running around a little bit. Okay, it just went down. It just went down by 1 health tier. I think once it's had time for the gas to clear, we'll get back in there and do this again. Only this time the zombies are on me immediately, so I should... Okay, my character just auto-targeted a zombie. that he couldn't actually get to, which is annoying. Okay, so let's fill this thing with lead.
Okay, I think it's on the ropes.
Oh, it's on the ropes. Load our last 9 shells into it. Oh, hi, everybody. I hope that that hit the plague heart in addition to the zombies. I'm not certain that it did. Okay. Take this, and this, and this, and this, and this. So I was tempted to just lay down the, C4 at the beginning so that when I ran away, I could trigger it on my way out. Ooh, look at that. I got a fake A-47. A bunch of samples, some gas. This is good. This is good stuff. But it turns out I didn't need it. I'm really glad I didn't waste that C4. I decided to wait. So we'll drop that off there. We'll drag some other things in here. Though actually, how much gas does this thing have? Ooh, it could afford to be filled up. So let me just put some gas in it. Oh, so the Coalition is pointing out that, of course, Providence Ridge has got a spot that always has a fancy double-bit axe in it. If I go and grab that... Why am I searching in here? I want to empty the plague heart. And if I go and grab that axe, it's going to be a really powerful weapon against plague hearts. That's true. Though in particular, I really want Boots to never pick up a weapon again. Like, now that I've specialized him close combat, I really just kind of want him to just carry that knife around forever. Maybe I'll try to get him a fancier close combat weapon. Maybe I'll try to get him like the Bowie knife. I love the Bowie knife. It's my favorite close combat weapon because it's so big and shiny. But yeah, that's it. I don't think I'm ever gonna equip him with a double axe. All right, Ezra. Here you go. Ezra couldn't get plague samples, but I could. I think that makes me better than Ezra.
Share the recipe if you need it.
You know what? I think I'm good, actually.
Be safe.
Okay, so these guys are friendly now,
Hey, what's up?
which means if I want to recruit him, I only have to pay 750 influence. Let's find out. Okay, this guy, Ezra is into movie trivia. Another reason I'm better than Ezra. Oh, never. Julia Faye. Julia Faye is into sexting. Oh, that actually, maybe that could be helpful to our morale. Let's see. Okay, Mary Kawauchi is a gardener. That's actually really valuable. How are we on influence? Okay, so we've got enough influence that we could recruit her now. But the other thing I could spend that influence on is claiming an outpost. And so my question is... I've got exactly enough influence, almost exactly enough influence to grab this ammo outpost and recruit Mary. So, you know what? I think we're doing that.
I almost missed you.
Mary,
Could use someone like you on our team.
come and join us. Which, of course, completes that bounty. Let's bring her along as a follower. Let's hop in the car, and let's go and claim that outpost, too, while we're at it. Okay, I just heard something scary, so we're going to drive away from the scary thing.
I have a bloater inside.
And we're going to go claim this sucker over here.
Not better keep him.
Oh, no. Wait. What? I've already been through that door. Oh, it was random. Claim outpost. There we go.
Finished building.
So now we've got an ammo outpost, and we've got a gardener.
More effort here.
We are set up to succeed. And I feel like this episode was actually longer than I intended it to be. We should definitely head back home. But, I mean, the thing we set out to do, which was, go to the bounty broker, grab a bounty that I could fulfill by completing some of this early game stuff and then fulfill that bounty, we did that. So, this has been a successful episode. I'm feeling good about it. Let's drop some stuff off, including the fake A47. Let's keep the energy drinks on Boots, because he's going to need them. Let's run inside. My phone is buzzing. I'm wondering what that's likely to be. Oh, so it looks like it's just an automatic call from one of the kids' schools. All right, Mary. You don't have to be my follower anymore. I don't think I've got any more ammo. Oh, no, I do. Yeah, let's reload this shotgun. And then we've got Boots ready to go for next time. So in our next episode, I think we should play with Mary. We should get to know Mary. She's new. And she also needs shotgun shells. You know what, Boots? Sorry, buddy. Give me some shotgun shells. We'll reload this sucker. So yeah, we're going to go do stuff with Mary in just a second, but for right now, let's wrap up this episode. I'm going to have a glance at the chat, see if I missed anything important. So Cogs is saying that Boots should only kick hearts. Actually, yeah, I still never got around to trying kicking a zombie in the butt because I was just in too much trouble at all times. So I didn't do that. Maybe I'll do it later. But yeah, I guess we will get out of here. So here's the subscribe button. And I'm going to go make another episode right now, and so that one's going to go here. I think that one's going to have to be a little bit shorter than this one was, because I got stuff to do, like dinner time. So, yeah, let's go do that.